Hi, Albert here with Mainland Cycle Center. Today we're going to take a look at the 2015 Kawasaki Versys 650 and the Versys 650 LT. Of course, the LT model comes standard with the hard bags on it. It's got a few other things, but the hard bags are the biggest upgrade on the LT model. The Versys 650, a lot of new stuff on the Versys 650 for 2015. And we'll just run down the list and see if we can hit them all. There's a lot of new things, so I'm sure I'll miss something. New bodywork. Now has the dual headlights, much like you'd find on our Ninja sport bikes. So instead of that single headlight that had in the front that was a little different looking, now you've got the dual headlights. The Versys 650s are standard with ABS. There is not a non-ABS model available. New larger front brake caliper pistons, 27mm pistons, same size that you find in the Ninja, only in this case there's 2 of them instead of 4. A new rubber engine mount on the front, so that's rubber mounted. The handlebars also are now rubber mounted, so you've got a little bit of vibration absorption there. Of course, you've got rubber on the foot pegs, both driver and passenger, again to eliminate as much vibration as possible. A new rear shock on the Versys 650 that has now got this hydraulic spring preload adjuster, so you can turn right here, and I don't know if you can see this gap right here getting bigger, but that tensions the spring. We'll turn it back, it's a little smaller. I know that may be a little tough to see, but so you can adjust that spring preload without any tools just by turning that knob. New larger, I believe it's 30mm larger rear brake rotor. And of course this one is set up, it's already partly designed to have the saddlebags added to this one. Of course, like we said, the LT model is going to come with it. Also, you can see there's some holes here that are got a little rubber plastic cap in them where you could add a trunk or a luggage rack or something like that. LED rear tail light really looks nice, kind of a smoked clear plastic. The clear turn signal lens look good. 17-inch cast alloy wheels with radial tires. Of course, the twin cylinder 650 dual overhead cam 4-valve motor with 6-speed transmission. You can see your ABS motor right in there for the ABS. Of course, inverted front forks on the front, and this is a new fork from KYB Suspension with separate function, much like you'd find on our other sport bikes. So you've got your spring preload on this side, and then your rebound dampening is adjustable on this side. Good looking standard controls, just like we're used to. Do have a hazard light function as well as a pass that'll flash the high beam there. Adjustable levers with the dials on the levers there. Really great looking multi-function meter, analog tack that we've come to like with the digital speedometer. It looks like you could add a 12-volt power outlet here or here. Windshield is adjustable. They say it's 3-way adjustable, so you must be able to tilt this bracket. I'll have to get the owner's manual out to look, but just loosen those little knobs and your windshield is infinitely adjustable along that about 3 inches of travel there. It also lets you get a little bit of air behind here to help reduce buffeting. Buffeting is that turbulence that whips around maybe behind the windshield sometimes and can be fatiguing. A little bit about this Ninja 650, the Versys 650 motor. It's very similar to the motor we use in the Ninja 650, tuned a little differently in the Versys. These have a cassette type transmission, so if you remove the clutch cover and the clutch, the transmission will pull right out the side. This is also what we call the configuration here. Older Japanese bikes always had your crankshaft, input shaft, and then an output shaft on the transmission. And they were all kind of in a row. This is more of a triangle now, which keeps the motor more compact from front to rear, which is really nice. And so with this compact motor, if you remember our old 500 Ninja motor from our 500 Ninjas and Vulcan 500s we sold, this is a 650, and this motor is smaller, takes up less real estate than that Vulcan 500 motor used to. Aluminum swing arm, you got good ground clearance on these, kind of designed to be a bit of an adventure bike. Not that you're going to go ride off-road trails with this bike, but you can handle a dirt road or just a little maybe urban terrain, let's call it that. But a really good looking machine. Candy lime green on both of these bikes. I believe it's also available in white. So the LT model adds the hand guards, also adds the saddlebags. And these saddlebags are a quick detach KQR Kawasaki accessory saddlebag. They're available for the other model. They're keyed to match the ignition switch, so you don't have, we've got both keys for the bike here, but this is the same key that fits the ignition and the saddlebags, so you don't have to carry two keys. Nice, good size, 28 liters I believe is what these bags are. And then just pick up here. Anytime you see the orange, that means that something's not locked in on these. You just give this a little bump backwards and comes right off. So if you like to ride without the bags, but sometimes you need them, then that's great. You can take them off very, very easily. And it's probably easier to do with two hands. Let me just take it off and start over, because obviously, there it goes. Obviously I wasn't getting it plugged in just right. Again, same adjustable handlebar, standard ABS. Hand guards, I really like these hand guards. They're nice, they're heavy duty. It's aluminum with a plastic guard on the front. Really rugged, they didn't cheap out on those at all. Let's see, what else can we say? You know, the Versys 650 is really a fun bike, whether you're commuting, whether you want something that's sporty, you know, with the radial tires and low center of gravity. You've got the exhaust underneath the motor. This bike's really handle well. I mean, I wouldn't put it on par with a super sport motorcycle, but as far as a standard commuting style bike, this bike really handles, stops, and is really a fun bike to ride. Really, you could tour on this bike, you could go anywhere on this bike. And for the money, I think it's about a real bargain what you get. And personally, I would get the LT model. I love having the bags for when I want to take that trip. But just really great bikes. If you haven't looked at the Versys 650, come by and see us here at Mainland Cycle Center. Come if you have a motorcycle license, you're an experienced rider, we welcome you to take a test drive on one of these new Versys 650. We also have the Versys 1000 in stock available for test drives. All right. Well, that's a look at the 2015 Kawasaki 650 Versys and Versys LT. We are Mainland Cycle Center. We're located in Marque, Texas. We're about 30 minutes south of downtown Houston, just off of I-45. You can find us online at mainlandcyclecenter.com, by phone at 409-948-4969, and we would just love it if you'd give us a call, shoot us an email, or even better, come by and see us in person here at Mainland Cycle Center, where we'd love to help any way that we can. Hey, thanks for watching.